Good morning, students. How are you all? Students, today we are going to start with a very interesting chapter, that is force and energy. Now, students, do you know what is force? You must have done it in previous classes. Yes, the force is the push or pull applied on an object which leads to change in size, shape or position of that object. Like when you apply force, then there should be some change in the object on which you are applying the force. Okay, so students, do force applied always change the position of the object? Can you think of it? So the answer is no. For example, if we push a wall, does its position change? No, absolutely no. Its position doesn't change. This happens because the force exerted by us on the wall is less in comparison of weight of the wall is very huge. It is very much massive. So when you are applying force on it, the force applied by you is very less as compared to the mass of the wall. So that's why its position doesn't change. So a force has many effects. Like a force can be used to move a stationary object, stop a moving object, make a moving object move more faster, slow down a moving object, change the direction of a moving object, and change the shape and size of an object. So, force can lead to any of these changes. Students, there are various types of forces, and the major, like if we have a broad classification, a bigger classification, then there are major two types of forces: contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact forces are the forces which need direct contact for application, like you have to touch the object. But non-contact forces which do not need direct contact, like you don't need to touch them. Okay, so there are main two types of forces, contact and non-contact. Now, if we come to a specific classification, then we have many forces. Like the first one is muscular force. The force exerted by human muscles to perform various activities is known as muscular force. Means the force exerted by human muscles. Like this force helps us in running, exercising, walking, picking up something. So all these forces are muscular forces. Next is mechanical force. The force applied by various parts of a machine to perform various actions is called mechanical force. For example, movement of vehicle become possible due to mechanical force applied by the engine. Next is elastic force. Now what is elastic force? The force by which a body regains its shape after removing external force is called elastic force. Like when you stretch a rubber band and when you release your force, what happens? The rubber band, it takes its original position again. Such a force is known as elastic force. Then the next is buoyant force. The force applied by water on any object present in it is called buoyant force. Water exerts an upward push on an object which is equal to the weight of displaced water. This upward push applied by water is known as thrust. What we call it as thrust. For example, when you put a ball in the water, with your hand you can push it into the water, but as soon as you release the force applied by you, the ball automatically comes up. Now how it comes up? It is because of the upward force applied by water. That is known as buoyant force. Next is frictional force. Frictional force is the force which opposes the motion, is called frictional force. Frictional force depends on the smoothness of the object. Like if a surface is rough, then the friction will be more If the surface is not rough, then friction is less. So we have these types of forces: muscular force, mechanical force, elastic force, buoyant force, and frictional force. Next is, so these, the forces that we have done, these were the contact forces. Okay. So students, this finishes with the today's lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.